everyone, I am Praveen Nikam, and in this video I am going to discuss about selection of manufacturing method, which is the very important topic from the machine design. So introduction. Manufacturing means processing the available material into useful components of the product. Manufacturing means what? Processing the available material into useful components of the product. For example, converting a mild steel sheet into car body. Converting mild steel sheet. So mild steel sheet is a available material, and we have to convert that material into car body. So for that, manufacturing processes are required. Then another example is converting a billet of cast iron into a machine tool bed. So billet of cast iron is a raw material or available material, and we have to convert that raw material into useful product. So machine tool bed is a useful product. And the third example is converting a steel bar into transmission shaft. So steel bar is a available material or raw material, and we have to convert that material into useful product, that is transmission shaft. So for this process means processing the available material into useful products, manufacturing processes are required. So let us see. The manufacturing processes can be broadly classified into the following categories. Manufacturing processes are classified into following categories. So the first category is casting processes. So let us see what is meant by casting. So casting is one of the easiest methods to convert the raw material into finished component. Casting is the easiest method which convert raw material into finished components. There are several casting processes such as sand casting, cell mold casting, permanent mold casting, die casting, centrifugal casting, or investment casting. In these processes, molten metals such as cast iron, copper, aluminium, or non-metals like plastic are poured into the mold and solidified into the desired shape. We know that in casting processes, mold is there, and molten metals like cast iron, copper, aluminium, or plastic are poured into that mold and then solidified into the desired shape. For example, the components made up from casting processes, housing of gearbox, flywheel with rim and spokes, machine tool beds and guides. These are some examples of components which are made up from casting process. Sand casting is the most popular casting process. So sand casting is mostly used as a casting process. So advantages of sand casting. So first advantage is the tooling required for casting process is relatively simple and inexpensive. Means there is no costly tooling is required for sand casting process. This reduces the cost of the product. Almost any metal such as cast iron, aluminium, brass or bronze can be cast by this method. Any component even with a complex shape can be cast by sand casting method. Now every process has its advantages as well as disadvantages. So let us see disadvantages of sand casting. First is, it is not possible to achieve close tolerances for cast components. So it is not possible to get close tolerances on cast components. Second is, cast components have rough surface finish. So there is rough surface finish in cast components. Third is, long and thin sections or projections are not possible for cast components. The long and thin sections are not possible by using casting process. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. Now let us see the second category of manufacturing processes is deformation processes. What is meant by deformation process? In this process, a metal either hot or cold. In this process, metal either hot or cold is plastically deformed into the desired shape. In this method, the metal is either hot or cold is plastically deformed into desired shape. Forging, rolling, extrusion, press working are the examples of deformation processes. The products includes connecting rods, crankshafts, I-section beams, car bodies, and springs. These components are made up from deformation processes like forging, rolling, extrusion, press working, etc. So one of the important deformation processes is forging. So forging is used in various cases to manufacture the components by using deformation process. Forging is very important process. Now in forging, what is meant by forging? So in forging, the metal in the plastic stage rather than in the molten stage. In casting, we have seen that the stage of material is molten stage, and that molten material is poured into mold. But in forging, metal in plastic stage rather than in molten stage is forced to flow into the desired shape. So force is applied on the material which is in plastic stage, and we get desired shape of the component. There are number of forging processes such as hand forging, drop forging, press forging, upset forging. These are some categories of forging processes. Now, the drop forging method accounts for more than 80% of the forged components. Means all among all these forging processes, drop forging is used in various cases. Now this for this process also advantages are there, disadvantages are there. So let us see advantages of forging. So one is forged components have inherent strength and toughness. Forged component have inherent strength and toughness. In casting, strength is less for the casting components. Now the second advantage is in forging, there is relatively good utilization of material compared with machining, because in this process there is no wastage of material. But in machining processes, which is our next point of discussion, in machining processes, material is removed from the component. That is, there is a wastage of material. But in this process, there is no wastage of material, because material in plastic stage is forced to desired shape. That is, there is no removal of material. That means there is no wastage of material. That is, in this process, good utilization of material compared with machining. Now, forged components can be provided with thin sections without reducing the strength. This results in lightweight construction. So thin sections can be made up from this forging process. And also the tolerances of forged parts can be held between close limits. So we get closed tolerances by using forging process, which reduce the volume of material removed during the final finishing stage. So we get closed tolerances, that is no means less machining is required for finishing stage. And the forging process has a rapid production rate and good reproducibility. So these are the advantages of forging. Now let us see the disadvantages of forging. So one is forging is a costly manufacturing method. The equipment and tooling required for forging is costly. So equipments and tooling required for forging process is costly. Therefore, it is a costly manufacturing method. Second is forging becomes economical only when the parts are manufactured on a large scale. Means there is if there is a mass production, if required mass production, in that case only forging becomes economical. Now the next category of manufacturing processes is material removal or cutting processes or machining processes. So name indicates there is a removal of material. Now let us see. In this processes, the material is removed by means of sharp cutting tools. So sharp cutting tools used in these processes, which remove the material from the available material, and then that available material is converted into final finished or useful products. So turning, milling, drilling, shaping, planing, grinding, sieving, and lapping are the examples of material removal processes. So turning is done on lathe machine, milling on milling machine, drilling on drilling machine. For shaping machine is used. For planing, planer machine is used. For grinding machine is used. So according to operation, various machines are used in this category. The products include transmission shafts, keys, bolts, nulls, and many more. So depending upon the shape of machined surfaces, the metal removal processes are selected. So according to shape, the metal removal processes are selected. So how we can select machining processes? So for machining flat surfaces, shaping, planing, and milling processes are usually used. So machining flat surfaces, shaping, planing, or milling is used. Now for machining external cylindrical surface, turning on lathe is used. For machining external cylindrical surface, turning on lathe is used. And for machining internal cylindrical surfaces, drilling, boring, reaming, these methods are popular. Now let us see the advantages of metal cutting process. So one is almost any metal can be machined. So almost any metal can be machined. It is possible to achieve close tolerances for machined components. Also we get surface finish also. Machined components have a good surface finish. Now disadvantages of metal cutting are, one is the machining processes are costly and the rate of production is low compared with casting or forging, because one machine can do only one job at a time. That is why machining processes are costly and time consuming, and the rate of production is low compared with casting and forging. Now it is not possible to machine thin sections or projections. It is not possible to machine thin sections. Also there is a wastage of material during material removal processes, because in machining or metal cutting processes, we remove the material from product. There is a wastage of material. So these are some advantages and disadvantages of machining processes. So these three are the main categories of machining processes. In addition to this, there are some joining processes also. So in joining processes, bolting is there, fastening is there, welding is there, riveting is there. So these are the joining processes. Now let us see, many times a number of manufacturing methods are available to make the component. Means designer design the component, and the manufacturing number of manufacturing methods are available to make that component. In that case, how to select optimum manufacturing method? So in such cases, the optimum manufacturing method is selected by considering the following factors. There are 5 factors which the designer should consider to select the optimum manufacturing method. So one is material of the component. So material of the component means if there is cast iron, then casting processes can be selected. So material of component. Second is cost of manufacture. So we know casting, forging, these are, casting is low cost method, forging is costly method, also machining processes are costly. So cost of manufacture is important consideration. Then third is geometric shape of the component. So if there is complex shape, then casting can be selected. For thin sections, forging can be selected, and for cylindrical or flat shape components are there, then machining processes can be selected. Then fourth is surface finish and tolerances required. Now in casting there is low surface finish and closely tolerances not, we cannot get close tolerances. And in forging and machining, and machining processes, close tolerance and surface finish we get. So according to our application, we can select the suitable manufacturing method. And fifth is volume of production. So mass production or job production, according to that volume of production, designer should select the optimum manufacturing method. So thank you very much.